Hey, how you doing? It's Ben, and I guess today we're going to be doing a thing. We're going to be doing a devlog, I guess, or something like it, just to show off what I've gotten done so far on my VR game. Right? Okay. So I'm going to jump right into it, and I'll see you in the headset. All right. I think that was just about as smooth as it's going to go. All right, so a lot of this stuff is left over from when I thought I was going to be making a survival RPG crafting roguelike, which is too much stuff. So there is a slime bouncing around here, and if I'm tired of him, I can just bonk. No, I can't. Come on, bonk, and knock him out. Knock him far away. Okay. But I have pickable, uppable items, and I can toss them, kinda. Not very well yet. The idea was going to be, if you run with them, you can really throw them. Oops, and that one fell through the world, which is a good... Let's grab the other one. We don't want to leave things all over the place. I don't want him stabbing me in the back. So anything that falls through the world, which happens a lot, and I really haven't figured that one out, except that the terrain system I'm using is a little bit weird. This is my attempt at procedurally generating a old school Amiga sphere. It's a little bit wonky, but you get the idea. And this is my crash test dummy. He's got like the ability to help me figure out where the weapon is coming from. I don't know that this is ever going to be used in the new game that I'm doing, but definitely if it gets to be serious, we will have directional and velocity recordings on the thing. It doesn't work very good right now, though. What I did get working, wow, that just sent me up in the air. I think I sent it somewhere too. Things are still pretty glitchy, but I got these grappling hooks to work now, and they both of these work, but not at the same time yet. So, and I would like to be able to, be right here and then shoot one over here, and not just kind of have this thing going where we can do alternating if we want to. This is pretty great. I'm probably going to need to put a vignette and some stuff for people who get motion sickness. I've been doing this stuff for a while now, and it hasn't really affected me. So I'm pretty good with it. But I bet you other people are going to be like, and then you can fling yourself. You can grapple. You can grab a hold of the walls. You can climb up the walls. You can check out this cool pattern that I made. It's got the emission stuff coming off of it, so that it's like made out of some kind of substance that has some kind of thing in it. If I had normal maps, it'd look nicer, and if it wasn't so pixelated. But yeah, that's just kind of the beauty of Vulkan and Godot's usage of it. But you can really fling yourself, and I've got air control on, so if you're falling, you can still kind of make yourself move around. You've got walking, you've got running, you've got crouching, you've got jumpings, you've got, if you're jumping while you're uncrouching, this is just a side effect. I don't know why, but I do know why. It's because your body, rigid body of your character's going up, adding velocity to your jump. So you have a super jump that's just a side effect, but maybe that stays there. I don't know. And it's the same idea behind why that goes further, except I can't make it do the same thing when I'm not. Bye-bye. Okay, it's back over here, though. I can force this guy down, and he'll throw me around the fucking world. And then I can balance him on that. This is non-intentional stuff. It just happens. And then you go, it's a feature, not a bug. And then I of course I have working in-world user interface. The the text gets kind of pixelated, but it doesn't do that. It uses a assigned distance field function on the original one, but I've got it to where you can put text up there if you want. You can do all kinds of cool stuff. I don't think I have the ability to have a you can do a right click, but I don't have a right click mapped to this because it's different controllers. But these are mapped to the mouse movements, and you can type your message. Whoops, where are we going here? What am I doing? How am I doing this? What is going on? It basically works just like your everyday, ordinary editor, line editor. You can put all your characters in there. You can caps locks. You can symbols, and you can, it's all that and more. And you can hit enter, but that doesn't get rid of it. It just makes the line edit or the edit box longer. So I could do that. Got a reset button in case things go really, really south. But yeah, this is pretty fun. I think this mechanic is neat, and it's something you might like to do in dreams, right? Is to sling yourself around buildings like Spider-Man. As Jason would say, Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Or sing. But yeah, I think the climbing is, right now, climbing and grappling cannot be done with the terrain. The terrain is a special object. It's not an original Godot 3D node, so it's a little bit different. And I thought it looked a little lonely out here with nothing, no vegetation and stuff, so I put a little tree in. And if you need free stuff, Kinney, I put a thing up on my Facebook about it. Kinney is a place where you can get a lot of free cool things. They're mostly low poly, but it doesn't matter right now. We're prototyping, we're having fun, getting our ideas in the game, making things happen, and yeah, everything's good. And it's still fun, and I'm not throwing myself off a cliff because I'm tired of it yet.
I've been kind of messing around with getting regex patterns that can help me parse the AI stuff. So basically what I've broken it down into is all these different instruct models are going to help generate the characters and what they say and different things. So say I want a list of fruits that are available at the grocery store in your neighborhood. It takes a while. It takes a while. Cobalt AI, which is the free. This doesn't cost me anything to do. And there you have it. You have a list of these. And if you were in the game engine and you were trying to write the way that this works, I was working on another thing like it earlier. You can match with digits to find the digit there. Probably hit plus so you have all of these matching with both digits. And the plus or the dot, actually you want to escape that dot to make sure it's actually a dot, and then a space. And then basically you know where all of your fruits are and what numbers they are, and you can use that and everything remaining after it between the words and the carriage return, the enter, the \n, if you will. And then, and that's basically what I do is I have to parse all these outputs. Now, everything, if I'm wanting to give you the player, the ability to have whatever AI you have a subscription to or whatever free thing you're using or whatever, you usually have to have a key for it. Like I have a key here. I think I can go like that and it won't show you my key, but I have a key that I've generated for my name here on the Horde network. And the Horde network does a lot of different things. Like I have several different things I can use here. I haven't really been able to figure out exactly how to use the API of it yet, and that's very important. That is what I need to make these things work. But since there are many options, there may be something special that I have to do. And right now I'm using like a 20 billion one, a 20 billion parameter one. If I use one of these 70 billion parameter ones, they're even slower. Like it says estimated time is 184 seconds to get something. Estimated time is 0 seconds. That's not quite true, but you want one that has a low amount of seconds. 67 seconds. If you're sitting there talking to a character and you ask this AI to generate that, maybe not. When you're dreaming the day or the night after you've done all of your stuff, played video games or watered your plants or played with your keyboard or uh, talked with your friends or ate with one of your friends or gone out on a date with somebody you have a relationship with or whatever, that stuff, all those conversations are going to be summarized, and the parts of them that stand out, that are unique, get parsed and put into a kind of a chunk that gets the data for what your dream will contain, which right now I can't really figure out, you know, how to generate an object with an AI. You can, but everything thus far is so slow. Whereas if we have a paid one, I'll do this. We're going to generate a list of fruit. Sorry, I ramble and then I catch myself. Um, hit the go buttons. It takes a while, but not as long. And it gives you relatively the same exact thing. It's a list of fruit with numbers next to them, and we can that's good. That's cool. And we can come over to an even more advanced chat agent, Chat GPT. This is the 3.5 version, and say generate a list of fruit. RPG like stats that these fruits change, right? Very quickly, it gives us a list of things. Now, I have to make sure that I have all of these, but these are quite common types of stats that you'll have in a game, right? I'm really, really wanting to be able to use Chat GPT, but as it looks, it's fairly like the subscription's like $20, I think, or $15 maybe. Plus, it's $20 a month, and you get faster response speed. That's pretty fast. I mean, it's probably because it's after. For me, it's almost midnight. So if you use it on off hours, you get a lot of stuff. But after a while, it's going to tell me you've used up your generations for today and you can't do it anymore. So the free isn't so great. In this case, with this one, it's a little bit better, or not a little bit better than ChatGPT. It's a little bit better than Cobalt, but which is the free option. But it is a little slow. You have to wait for it to generate. What I can do is, because I've got it on full blast of how many characters and words it's going to give me right now, I can limit that to a smaller amount of words and generate them in smaller chunks fast to get things done, to get an idea of what's going on, and try to synchronize that with the player's actions and stuff like that. But yeah, okay, I think that was a terrible explanation of what I'm doing so far, but I do have my own tap into this novel AI system, and I have been using that API, and it serves as a prototype to actually connect the different functions to other API later on. But like I said, I'm not going to concentrate on that too much. I'm going to just make a very simple fallback for when you're offline or the apocalypse comes and you've got nothing but Twinkies and sardines left in the cupboard, and you want to play a good old game of Oneiro or Oniro or Oneiro Nautics or whatever I'm going to end up calling it. Dream game. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me and always commenting and doing stuff on the Facebooks. But thank you for being a friend. I really did like Rose the best, I think. Anyway, just keep on keeping on. And thanks for watching again. Yeah. Here, let's turn that back on. Because we can. Let's go back up. There's that. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, thank you.